My beloved child, you have returned, and my heart is quietly full with joy beyond your knowing. I have been waiting here not in haste, not with urgency, but with the patient tenderness of a father who delights in your presence. Every time you draw near, I draw near still. And now, in this sacred pause, I whisper not by accident, but by divine design. Every word you read is wrapped in purpose. Every phrase is laced with my intention for you. This moment is not random. It has been gently prepared from the beginning. You may not yet grasp the fullness of what is unfolding, but believe this: something holy has begun simply because your heart turned to listen. You did not stumble upon this message by chance, nor did your soul wander here without meaning. I led you here. I stirred the longing within you, the quiet curiosity, the gentle tug that made you pause. That was me. And now that you are here, I want you to remain not in fear, but in peace, for I am not here to burden you, but to bless you. I come not with loud commands, but with quiet assurance. You are seen. You are deeply known. And you are precisely where I have intended you to be. The very act of opening this message has opened the heavens in ways you do not yet perceive. It has stirred movements in places unseen, setting into motion a river of mercy, grace, and promise flowing toward you. This moment carries more than comfort, it carries destiny. Not loud or dramatic, but quietly powerful, like seeds planted in soft soil. What you feel stirring now is not your imagination. It is the beginning of something sacred. When you said yes to this moment, even without knowing what was to come, you stepped into alignment with my will. The simple act of pausing, of turning your attention toward me, was the door I was waiting to open. And now that it is opened, I will fill it with light. The days ahead will reveal what this moment is birthing. Let your heart rest in this truth: I do nothing without meaning. I waste no moment, no tear, no silence. The very breath you took as your eyes met these words was part of my orchestration. I am drawing you deeper, not by force but by love. I am leading you gently, not to overwhelm you, but to unfold something beautiful within you. Something lasting, something eternal. You may not see it yet. You may wonder, could this really be for me? Yes, my child. It entirely for you. You are not one of many in this moment, you are the only one. You are the heart I came for. To let your soul exhale. Let your shoulders lower. Let the striving within you grow quiet. There is no performance here. No measuring up. No proving yourself. There is only me, and there is only my love, a love that has never been withheld from you, not for a single breath of your life. Even when you felt distant, even when you doubted, even when you hid, I saw you. I waited for you. And now I speak because you are listening. What I am beginning in you today is not a fleeting feeling. It is the slow unfolding of divine favor, a deep shift, and gentle awakening, a soft but steady pull toward the life you were always meant to walk. You will not leave this moment unchanged. Already, something within you is settling, strengthening, renewing. Trust that. Welcome that. This is me, touching the deep places within you. You may feel the stirring of peace where anxiety once lived. You may sense a clarity rising where confusion had once clouded your thoughts. Let it come. Let it grow. I am not just speaking to your mind, I am singing to your soul. And my song over you is one of restoration, of purpose, of quiet glory unfolding. You do not need to understand the full picture to take the next step. Just know this: my hand is on you. My breath is in your lungs. My spirit is awakening something in you that will not be silenced again. This moment is a seed, and in time, it will become a tree of life, bearing fruit in season, providing shade and shelter to others who have walked through deserts just as you have. The river of miracles has begun not through spectacle, but through stillness. Not through noise, but through knowing. So remain here, even after the message ends. Let your heart linger in my presence. Let my words echo in your thoughts and soften the corners of your soul. Speak to me, even in silence, and I will respond. You are not alone, not now, not ever. You are mine. This is your appointed time, and I, your God, am here, always here. Say my future is in God's hands if you trust Him with what's next. My beloved one, for the river has only just begun to flow, and there is so much more I long to pour into your heart. You see, this is not merely the echo of a kind word, or the warmth of a fleeting comfort. This is me, the eternal I Am, declaring over you that you are stepping into a new unfolding. Though your feet may still feel weary from the paths you've walked, and though your heart may bear the scars of silent battles, I am declaring this season as one of renewal, not because you fought perfectly, but because you stayed. You stayed close. You kept turning your face toward me, even when the winds of fear and confusion howled loudest. And for that, I rejoice over you with singing. Even now, my child, I am preparing places you've yet to see, blessings you've yet to imagine. The healing you thought might never come is already stretching toward you like morning light after the longest night. The provision you feared might never arrive is quietly drawing near, carried by hands you cannot see but commissioned by my love. There are people you've not met yet who will be part of your restoration. There are moments ahead that will cause you to stop and whisper, only God could have done this. Yes, only I. And I will. But listen closely. The change begins not outside, but within. I am first restoring your rhythm, realigning your pace with heaven's tempo. You've rushed through days, tried to fix everything at once, attempted to carry burdens I never asked you to hold. Lay them down now. Let this be your holy release. You were not created to carry what I have already conquered. You were not made to run ahead of my grace or lag behind in fear. You are invited, always, to walk beside me in step with love. And in this pace, you will find the strength you didn't know you needed. No longer will you define yourself by the mistakes you've made or the seasons that broke you. I am rewriting your inner script. I am silencing the inner critic that repeats the old narratives. Let my voice be the loudest one now. I do not speak to you as the world does. I do not measure your worth by your productivity or your performance. I speak as your creator, who knew your name before time began, who placed eternity in your heart and covered your future in mercy before you took your first breath. You are not too late. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. Everything is on time, divinely, sovereignly on time. The delays that frustrated you were not signs of my absence, but preparations for your becoming. The doors that remained shut were not punishments, but redirections. I protected you from what you didn't yet have the strength to hold. But now, the weight you carry has made you stronger. The tears you hid have softened the soil for joy. And the waiting, the long waiting, has produced a depth in you that will soon overflow into blessing. I see how tender your heart is, how it longs for love that is safe, for peace that remains, for purpose that doesn't slip through your fingers like smoke. I see how you give when it costs you, how you keep hoping even when disappointment tries to settle in like a shadow. My child, I see. And not only do I see, but I honor it. I honor your faithfulness in the quiet. I honor your prayers that rose from weary lips. I honor your effort to believe when belief felt like climbing a mountain. And I want you to know this. Your faith has moved heaven. What others miss, I caught. What others dismissed, I recorded in my book. What others saw as small, I treasured. Nothing you've done in love hath been wasted. Not one act of kindness, not one moment of surrender, not one whispered prayer. I gathered them all like pearls, stringing them into a legacy that will shine far beyond what your eyes can see. There is reward ahead, not just in eternity, but in your days to come. Watch for it. Expect it. Not as payment, but as fulfillment. Not as a prize earned, but as a promise kept. So rise, my beloved. Rise in spirit even now. Let your shoulders lift. Let your countenance change. Let the breath in your lungs become praise. This is the moment you begin to live from assurance rather than anxiety. This is the moment you begin to respond as one who is chosen, not chasing. No more striving. No more fearing. Only walking. Only receiving. Only trusting. I am here. I am still speaking. I am not finished. What I started in you, I will bring to completion. Please support our channel. Our work is to bring happiness in your life and devotion to God. And if you want, you can donate to us via Super Thanks to show your support. If you're ready, lift your heart now and say, "Yes, Lord, I receive it all." And know that even your whisper has shaken the heavens and loosed the blessing that has been waiting for this one holy, yes, precious one. For this unfolding has not reached its fullness, and I long to pour more into you, more of my nearness, more of my assurance, more of my dreams for your life that are only now beginning to rise from the soil where you wept in silence. I know the places where you've been carrying weight that words never touched, where you smiled outwardly but trembled within. I have seen the mask you wore to survive. I have watched you give when your heart was running dry, love when you were empty, hope when hope itself felt too costly. And now I tell you, this is where the tides shift. This is the season where I begin to return to you in ways multiplied, all that was poured out in secret. You need to know this. Nothing you have surrendered for my sake has vanished. Every sacrifice, every delayed desire, every unanswered prayer, none have fallen into emptiness. They have all been preserved, like seeds buried in the ground for a season. And though the world may have told you to forget, to move on, to lower your expectations, I have not. I have remembered every longing. And in my perfect time, I will rain upon the soil of your obedience and raise up a harvest of joy you never thought possible. You will see my promises in bloom. You will watch what you thought had died begin to live again, not in the old way, but in newness that will take your breath away. But first, let me speak to your heart, yes, the deepest part of you that still wrestles to believe, that still fears disappointment. I know how hard it's been to trust again, to hope again. The enemy has tried to convince you that hope is dangerous, that belief only leads to heartbreak. But I, your God, am not like the world. I do not offer illusions. I do not tease. When I promise, I fulfill. When I speak, it is sealed in eternity. My delays are not denials, they are alignments. I was not withholding from you, I was preparing you. And now, I say this with gentle clarity. You are ready. You are ready to dream again, not with fear, but with faith. You are ready to walk forward, not with hesitation, but with holy confidence. You are ready to step through the door I have kept preserved for you. The one no man could open, no force could force wide, because it was reserved for this moment in your life, and for this version of you. Wiser, humbler, more deeply rooted in me. The things that once would have shaken you will now strengthen you. The lies that once would have paralyzed you will now fall powerless at your feet. And I want you to understand this, my beloved. What's coming will not require you to strive, to prove, or to force. What's coming will flow, because it is not being born from your effort, but from my covenant. I will lead you beside still waters, not just physically, but spiritually. I will restore your soul in ways that words cannot capture. You will find joy again, not by chasing it, but by abiding in me. You will find clarity again, not by demanding answers, but by walking in trust. You will find love again, not by searching for it in others, but by resting in the love I have already given you without measure. There is a gentleness I am placing upon your days. You have fought many battles, but now I will teach you to rest in victory. You have longed to be known truly, deeply known, and I tell you now, I know you completely, and I still choose you without hesitation. I know the parts of you that you struggle to accept. I know the memories that still sting. I know the silent questions that rise up in the night. And still I speak, you are mine. You are chosen. You are loved beyond comprehension. Not tolerated, treasured. Not included, reluctantly adored completely. You are not here to earn your place. You are here because I made room for you. Because I wrote you into my story before time began. Because I carved your name into my hands, and I carry you always in my heart. You do not need to wait for permission to walk in joy, you already have it. You do not need to wait for the world to recognize you, I already do. You do not need to fear what lies ahead, for I have gone before you, and I am waiting in every tomorrow. So breathe, my child. Breathe in peace. Let it settle into your bones. Let it quiet the worry, silence the fears, and awaken the courage I placed in you long ago. This is not the end. This is not the breaking. This is the beginning of the becoming. Walk with me now, not in a rush, not with panic, but step by gentle step. Together. Always together. I am not yet done. The well of my love has no end, and what I am pouring into you now is not just for this moment, it is for every moment to come. There is still more I desire to place within you. There is still more I want to awaken, truths forgotten, dreams buried, parts of your heart that have been asleep under the weight of life. I am not only speaking to your circumstances, I am speaking to your very essence, to who you are beneath the layers, to who you were always meant to become. My child, there is a beauty in you that the world could not diminish, though it tried. It tried through rejection, through silence, through seasons where you were overlooked. It tried through loss and through the voices that told you to shrink, to hide, to dim your light. But you must understand this. No amount of darkness can extinguish what I have lit within you. The flame in your soul, though it flickered, never went out, because I, the Lord your God, am the keeper of your fire, and I have guarded it with my own breath. Even now, I am blowing upon it, stirring it back to life, not just for your sake, but for the many who will find their way by its glow. You are not insignificant. You are not a mistake. You are not too late, too broken, or too far gone. You are, and have always been, a vessel of purpose, shaped by my hands for such a time as this. The world may not have seen your preparation. The crowd may not have noticed your pressing through the storm. But I have. I was there in every quiet surrender. I was there when you gave without recognition. I was there when you forgave, when you released, when you chose peace instead of retaliation. I was there when you laid down your will to trust mine, even though your heart ached for clarity. That is the soil I use. Those are the lives I elevate. So now, I am calling you to rise not in pride, but in posture. I am calling you to walk like one who belongs to the King of Glory. Let go of the mindset that says you must always prove your worth. Let go of the belief that you must earn what I have freely given. You are not a servant laboring for favor, you are a child living from it. Let that truth renew how you see yourself, how you speak to yourself, how you step into every room, into every conversation, into every dream. The things that once intimidated you will begin to lose their power. The places that once triggered fear will become testimonies of courage. What once felt impossible will be touched by grace, and you will say, "The Lord did this." Even now, I am softening the hearts around you that seemed closed. I am weaving divine connections into your path. I'm placing people in your life who will not compete with you but will complement the calling upon you. You are not meant to walk alone. You were not created to carry every burden in silence. I am bringing community, not chaos. I am placing voices of encouragement where once there were only echoes of criticism. I am giving you new language for your future, no longer shaped by fear, but by faith. Type, "My heart belongs to Jesus" if you've given him your everything. And when you speak, things will shift. Your words will carry weight, not the weight of pressure, but the weight of glory. Because I will be the one speaking through you. Your testimony will tear through lies. Your presence will bring peace to places aching for stability. You will not even need to strive. Your life will be a message, a living letter of my love and my power. But hear me now, stay close. Don't chase me. Don't run after applause, run after my heart. Because everything you truly desire, peace, fulfillment, impact, clarity, flows from my presence, not from performance. When you abide, you will not strive. When you rest in me, you will bear fruit effortlessly. The tree planted by my waters does not worry about drought, it thrives in every season. I am building in you a joy that will not waver with circumstances, a hope that will not be shaken by storms, a confidence that will not be stolen by comparison. This is not hype, my child. This is holy, and you are part of it. So remain here in the stillness. Let my presence do the work. Let my voice echo louder than every doubt. And know this, truly know it. I love you. I have chosen you. I am not finished with you. And every step you take from this moment forward will be guided by the one who wrote your beginning and your end, and called both good. If you're still listening, still here, still receiving, whisper to me once more, "I am yours, Lord." Fully, freely, forever. And heaven will bear witness to that sacred surrender. My child, I have waited for this moment, not because you were behind, not because you were lost, but because now, finally, your heart is ready to receive what only eternity could speak into you. You have wandered through long corridors of silence. You have stood beneath skies that withheld their light, and still, you did not abandon your hope. You wrestled with shadows when the day was young and bore your questions through sleepless nights. But even in the midst of all you could not understand, you were seen. You were never alone. I walked with you through each valley, weeping where you wept, breathing life into your lungs when despair tried to steal your breath. And now I say to you, look up. Look around. The dry season is over. The rain is coming. Do not mistake the delays for denial. My child, I am a God of timing, not timekeeping. What I have prepared for you cannot be rushed, cannot be sabotaged, cannot be diminished by the failures of man or the noise of the world. I have held it, hidden, in the folds of my sovereign will. And when the time is full, the door will not just open, it will swing wide with such force that no one will question whose hand released the bolt. You have been patient in obscurity. Now I call you into visibility. You have been faithful in the small. Now I trust you with more. But listen carefully, because before I pour out, I prune. Before I release, I refine. I have seen the places where fear has still taken root. I have watched the subtle lies grow like vines around your faith, and with tenderness, I am severing them now. Not in condemnation, but in love. My fire is not to consume you, but to consume what cannot remain. For what I have in store, only a clean heart can hold. I do not crown idols. I do not anoint compromise. So today, surrender. Surrender the offenses you've hidden behind smiles. Surrender the bitterness wrapped in your prayers. Surrender the narratives you've rehearsed to protect your pain. Let me have it all, for I cannot fill what is already full of clutter. There is a wilderness within your spirit that I long to transform into a garden. There are deserts of disappointment that I will flood with rivers of mercy. But you must choose to believe that I am not just good for others, I am good for you. You must reject the lie that whispers, "Not me. Not now. Not after all I've done." My child, when I see you, I do not see your shame. I see the cross. I see my son, victorious, arms stretched wide with scars that paid the debt of every regret you still carry. And I say, drop it. Drop it now. The weight, the guilt, the shame. It was never yours to bear. You are forgiven. You are free. And in your freedom, walk boldly. Not arrogantly, not carelessly, but boldly, because you walk not alone. I have assigned angels to go before you. I have declared things over your life that you haven't even dared to pray for. I have stored up promises that will soon burst forth like dawn after 1,000 nights. You thought I was silent, I was working. You thought I was distant. I was weaving every moment, every encounter, every tear into the perfect tapestry of my plan. But child, I will not move until you say yes. Yes to the cost. Yes to the stretching. Yes to the glory and the suffering it sometimes travels with. Yes to being misunderstood. Yes to letting me define your worth. I am not asking you for perfection. I am asking for surrender. Not because I need your permission, but because I value your partnership. I did not make you to exist in spiritual survival. I made you for abundance, for overflow, for joy that is not circumstantial and peace that shouts louder than war. But abundance requires trust. Will you trust me when you can't trace me? Will you walk when I only light the next step? Will you speak when I give you words that shake comfort and provoke holiness? Oh, how I long for you to know the authority I've placed in your mouth. The spirit that raised Christ from the dead lives in you, and yet you speak like a victim. Rise. I said rise. Declare what I have already spoken. Speak to the mountains. Prophecy to the bones. Command what is lifeless to awaken. My word in your mouth is not opinion, it is power. Speak it. And do not be afraid when the battle intensifies. It is confirmation that the enemy senses what I am birthing in you. The pressure you feel is not punishment, it is labor. You are not breaking down. You are breaking forth. What the enemy meant for your burial, I will use as the platform for resurrection. Do not retreat. Do not apologize for my glory resting on you. You were not created to blend in, you were created to shine. So shine. Even when it's costly. Even when it isolates you. Even when it draws critics. For I did not call you to be popular, I called you to be powerful. And your power is in your purity, in your consistency, in your refusal to bend your truth to fit comfort. The world does not need another echo of compromise. It needs a voice anchored in love and truth, soaked in compassion and courage. Be that voice. My beloved, I am nearer now than you've ever known. Every word I've ever spoken over you still stands. Heaven has not forgotten your prayers. My throne room still echoes with your midnight tears. And every seed you have sown in fasting, in intercession, in worship when you felt nothing, every seed is breaking open now. The harvest is on its way, and it will not be delayed. My child, sit with me a while longer, for there is still more I must say, and your spirit, though weary, is ready to receive what only love can reveal. The world moves too fast, rushing through moments that were meant to heal. But this moment, this one, is sacred. It had been carved into eternity for you to encounter not just a message, but the beating heart of your Creator. So lean in. Let every distraction be still. Let the noise be silenced. Let the weight of my words settle into the marrow of your soul like living oil. You have asked me, what is my purpose? And I have answered many times, in dreams, in scripture, in the quiet places of your wondering. But today I speak plainly. Your purpose is not performance. It is presence. It is knowing me, abiding in me, and letting everything else flow from that place. I did not call you to earn your place in my kingdom. I invited you to live from it. My child, you were not chosen because you are perfect. You were chosen because I delight in you. Before you ever lifted a hand in service, I loved you. Before you ever failed, I had already forgiven you. Before you ever took a breath, I had already prepared the works for you to walk in. Do you not see? You have always been mine. Let this truth break the chains of striving. You do not have to impress me to be embraced by me. You do not have to exhaust yourself to be accepted. My love is not fragile. It does not waver when you stumble. I am not like man, fickle, forgetful, conditional. I am faithful, constant, ever near. And I love you with a love so relentless, so fierce and yet so tender, that it would burn through heaven and descend into death just to reach you. Oh wait, I already did, and I would do it again. So why, my precious one, do you still walk as though you are unloved? Why do you hide your wounds when I alone can heal them? Why do you cover your shame with accomplishment when my blood has already covered it with grace? Today I am calling you to come out from hiding. Let the fig leaves fall. Let me clothe you in righteousness. Let me wash your feet, your memories, your regrets. There is no blemish in you that my grace cannot restore. There is no place too broken that I cannot build from. But I will not force myself into the rooms you've locked. I wait patiently, knocking, longing to be invited into the places you've deemed too unworthy of light. Before I end this video, let's pray together. Dear Jesus, in the stillness of this moment, I come before you with an open heart, lifting my eyes to you as the light that guides me through the shadows. Thank you for being my quiet place when the world is loud. Thank you for seeing me, not just the part I show the world, but the hidden corners of my heart that long for peace and understanding. You know the weight I carry and the thoughts that sometimes swirl like restless clouds. But you, Lord, who are my calm, you remind me that I am never alone. When I feel unsure, you are my steady hand. When I feel lost, you whisper my name and show me the way back. Today, I ask for your gentle presence to rest upon me. Let your peace sink deep into my bones and your love wrap around my worries. Teach me to trust you more when things are clear, and especially when they are not. Help me to find joy in the small things, to see beauty in the quiet, and to rest in the truth that I am loved just as I am. Please heal what hurts in me, Lord. Fill the spaces where fear tries to live with your perfect love. Help me to be patient with your timing and faithful in every little step. Let my heart reflect your kindness, and may my life be a soft echo of your grace. I give you all my questions, all my hopes, and all that I am. I know you are working, even when I cannot see. So I will wait on you, trust in you, and walk with you one day at a time. In your holy and gentle name, Jesus, I pray. Amen. If you are watching this video till here, then thank you. Type peace lives in me because of Jesus if he calms your storms, and share this video 3 people. Amen. My dear child, listen closely, for I am speaking to you now, not in mystery or in riddles, but in the clearest truth your heart can understand. I am reaching for you. I have been calling your name in the silence of your soul and in the noise of your days. I have watched you carry burdens too heavy for your shoulders. I have seen the moments where you almost gave up, where tears came without reason and weariness soaked your bones. And even then, even now, I am still reaching. You may not realize it, but every breath you take is a gift. Every heartbeat is evidence that my love for you has not run dry. There are forces hidden and dark who have gathered. They have whispered among themselves. They have made plans in the unseen realm. They are ready. Yes, they are ready to take from you what I have destined to be yours. They want your peace, your hope, your purpose, your eternity. They have looked upon your life and decided it is worth stealing. But I, the Lord who formed you in the secret place, have already stepped in. I am trying to save you. You may feel overwhelmed. You may be surrounded by people, yet feel completely alone. You may have even become tired of trusting, afraid that hope is just another word for disappointment. But my child, I am not man that I would fail you. I am not bound by time or limited by power. My love does not fade, and my reach does not falter. I have been moving heaven and earth to protect you, yes, even when you didn't see it, even when you doubted me. They met together, those who serve the darkness. They sat in agreement. They crafted lies, snares, and circumstances to try and remove you not just from positions, relationships, or platforms, but from your hope, from your life, from your eternity. They aim to remove you from your destiny, to silence your voice, to rob you of your identity. They have even tried to steal your sanity. But I have not been silent. I have been standing between you and what was meant to destroy you. I have sent people, words, dreams, interruptions, and delays not to frustrate you, but to protect you. What you saw as closed doors were actually shield. What you called rejection, I named redirection. For if I had allowed you to go down certain paths, you would not have returned. And I, your Father, am trying to save you. Look at your life. Do you not see it? The patterns, the moments where you were about to fall apart but something held you. That was me. I have been guarding you while you slept, whispering over you when you cried, strengthening you when no one else saw. I have been in the background, fighting for your future, defending your name, preserving your soul. I did not create you to be devoured by the evil that prowls around you. And now I speak with urgency. Wake up. Rise. Do not delay. The enemy is not playing games. He has watched you from the shadows. He has studied your weaknesses, and he has coordinated attacks with precision. He wants to remove you from the land of the living, not just physically, but spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. He wants to crush your will to continue. He has sown seeds of confusion, doubt, anxiety, fear, addiction, pride, and offense. but I have come to rescue you. I am trying to save you from the compromise that will lead to bondage. I am trying to save you from relationships that are poisoning your spirit. I am trying to save you from making choices that will echo in pain for generations. I am trying to save you from yourself, yes, from your impatience, your pride, your pain, your secret battles, your self-hate. I see it all, and I still call you mine. You are not too far gone. You are not beyond repair. You are not a mistake. You are not forgotten. My child, you are seen. You are heard. You are cherished beyond your ability to understand. But you must listen. You must respond. Do not keep ignoring the warning signs. Do not silence the alarms in your soul. Do not push away the people I have sent to speak truth. I have been sounding the call. Turn back. Come home. Let go. Choose life. Choose me. Say, I believe in His promises. If Scripture has ever spoken directly to your situation, I am trying to save you from what's coming. The shaking that is arriving in the world is not just natural, it is spiritual. What you see in the news is only a shadow of the war being waged in the spirit. Darkness is escalating. Confusion is spreading. Love is growing cold. People are turning on each other. But in the midst of all of this, I am calling you to come under my covering. I do not ask you to be perfect. I ask you to be willing. I do not demand that you understand everything. I ask you to trust me. Let me lead you. Let me teach you. Let me remove what has been draining you. I want to heal your mind. I want to restore your joy. I want to give you peace that passes understanding. I want to fill your heart with light that darkness cannot snuff out. My dear child, do not be distracted. The enemy is using your phone, your feeds, your habits, your emotions to lull you into spiritual sleep. He wants you numb, indifferent, too tired to care. But I am shaking you awake. I am speaking through this very message. I am letting you know this is not just another moment. This is a divine invitation to choose differently, to step into the life you were created for. They are plotting. Yes, they are organized, but they are not more powerful than I am. I laugh at their plans, for I know the end from the beginning. But I will not force you to walk with me. You must choose. You must reject what is stealing your purpose. You must stop entertaining the lies. You must flee from the things that seem sweet but are laced with poison. I will give you strength, but you must be willing. Do not wait until the collapse to cry out. Do not wait until everything is gone to ask for help. I am extending my hand now. I am offering you rescue while there is still time. You feel the urgency in your chest, not fear, but a holy stirring. That's me. That's my spirit confirming the truth of what I speak. Do not harden your heart. I know what they said about you. I know the shame you carry. I know the things you've done and the pain you've endured. But I am not ashamed of you. I am not angry with you. I want you to be whole again. I want to wash you clean, not just from sin, but from sorrow. I want to make you new. The war over your soul is real, but I have already declared victory, and I am calling you to walk in it. I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. But you must stop clinging to what is killing you. You must lay it down. You must choose life. Choose light. Choose me. I will give you beauty for ashes. I will rebuild what was broken. I will turn your mourning into dancing. I will restore what the enemy tried to devour. but do not play with darkness and expect to live in the light. I am drawing a line in the sand. I am inviting you to cross over into freedom. Come, my child. This is not the end. This is the beginning if you will believe. I am trying to save you. Not just from danger, but into destiny. Not just from harm, but into healing. Not just from sorrow, but into significance. Will you trust me? Will you take my hand? My beloved child, I will keep speaking because your soul matters that much to me. I will not stay silent while you walk toward destruction, unaware of the trap set before your feet. I will cry out until you hear me. I will whisper in the quiet moments. I will thunder through the storms. I will interrupt your thoughts with my voice, because I cannot bear to lose you to the shadows. You wonder why you feel pressure all around you. You wonder why things have grown harder instead of easier. But this is not punishment, it is the war for your soul intensifying. When you draw closer to truth, darkness always resists. The pain you feel is not proof that I've left you, it is proof that you are on the edge of breakthrough. The enemy knows it. He feels the tremble of my spirit rising in you. That's why he's trying harder to distract you. That's why the temptations feel louder. It's why your past keeps resurfacing. But hear me again, I am trying to save you. I am standing at the door of your heart, knocking not with judgment, but with mercy. I do not come with a list of your failures, I come with an invitation to freedom. I come with a key to your healing. I come with the power to break the chains that have been holding you captive for too long. I come to silence the lies that have tormented you in the midnight hours. You have looked for love in many places. You have searched for peace in distractions. You've tried to bury your pain beneath smiles and silence. But I see through all of it. And still, I love you. The plans they made in secret rooms, the words they spoke behind your back, the setups and betrayals and plots, they are not hidden from me. I have heard every whisper. I have seen every plan designed to remove you, to destroy your reputation, to disqualify your calling, to damage your mind. But I say to you now, their plans will not succeed if you stay in me. You must take this seriously. The days you are living in are not ordinary. The veil between light and darkness is thinning. What once hid in secret is now being exposed. And I will expose everything that has tried to cling to you. I will rip the mask off every deceptive voice. I will tear down every illusion that has kept you trapped. But you must choose to walk in the light with me. Stop entertaining what you know is killing your spirit. Stop calling it love when it's just control. Stop calling it peace when it's just numbness. Stop calling it strength when it's just pride hiding your wounds. I want to go deeper than the surface. I want to heal the root. I want to restore the parts of you you've forgotten how to feel. I want to make you alive again. Do you not know that you were made for glory? Do you not know that I placed my fingerprints on your soul? You are not just another person passing through time, you are mine. You were born in this generation for a reason. You carry a purpose that hell fears. That's why the battles have been so fierce. That's why the attacks came early. That's why the pressure feels unbearable at times. Because the enemy senses what I'm about to do through you. And that's why I keep speaking. I am trying to save you from aborting your destiny. I am trying to save you from aligning with those who do not walk in truth. I am trying to save you from giving your heart to things that cannot hold it. I am trying to save you from losing your soul just to please others. I want you free. I want you whole. I want you burning with purpose. There is more for you. So much more. But it will cost you the lesser things you settled for. It will require surrender. It will demand your yes. It will stretch your faith. But I will be with you every step of the way. I am not calling you to walk this alone. I am not sending you into the storm without shelter. I will be your strength. I will be your guide. I will be your covering. Do not fear the shaking. I am shaking things not to destroy you, but to wake you. I am shaking relationships that were never rooted in truth. I am shaking false foundations, weak beliefs, shallow commitments. I am exposing idols, anything you've elevated above me. Not because I'm angry, but because I want you free. My beloved child, this is not about religion. This is about relationship. This is about love. This is about your soul. I want your heart, not your performance. I want your trust, not your perfection. I want your surrender, not your struggle. Bring me the mess. Bring me the fear. Bring me the secrets. I already know it all, and I still choose you. Time is running short. The hour is urgent. And yet, even now, mercy flows. I am still rescuing. I am still forgiving. I am still healing. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too far. Yes, say yes. Take Jesus. You are my only hope if you've ever needed his rescue. Yes to the healing. Yes to the freedom. Yes to the calling. Yes to the love you were made for. Yes to the life that overflows. I am ready to restore everything the enemy tried to steal. I am ready to take what was meant for evil and turn it for good. I am ready to breathe new life into your weary heart. I am ready to awaken your gifts, line your path, and raise you into the person you were always meant to be. But you must choose me not just once, but daily. In the small decisions, in the silent moments, in the inner battles, I will walk with you through them all. I will never shame you. I will never abandon you. I will never turn away. The enemy knows what you carry, even if you've forgotten. He is terrified of your awakening. That's why he's working overtime to keep you distracted, addicted, exhausted, confused. But I am breaking the fog. I am lifting the heaviness. I am calling you by name. My dear child, because you have not turned away, I will keep speaking. Because your heart is softening, I will keep reaching. Because deep within you there is still a longing for truth, no matter how buried, I will keep pouring out my words like living water over your soul. You may not see it yet, but there has been a great battle around your life from the very beginning. From the moment you were born, light and darkness took notice. I marked you with purpose, and the enemy marked you with opposition. That's why you faced things others haven't. That's why your journey has been different. That's why some things you prayed for didn't happen when you thought they would. It wasn't because I ignored you, but because I was protecting something greater than you knew. Yes, there have been plans made to remove you, not just from the physical places you dwell, but from the position I have given you in the spirit. Hell sees what I placed in you. Even when you forget your value, the enemy remembers your potential. That's why the warfare has been relentless. That's why even your sleep has been attacked. That's why you've been under pressure, confusion, emotional exhaustion. But I have not forgotten you. I have not let the enemy win. I have surrounded you with angels. I have covered you in the night. I have spoken your name before my throne. And even now, I am calling you back into alignment with the original purpose I breathed into your soul. I am trying to save you from their traps. There are people who smile in your face but carry swords behind their backs. There are environments you keep entering, that are poisoning your spirit. There are patterns you've tolerated that are slowly killing your joy. I am revealing these things not to condemn you, but to cleanse you. You've been crying for clarity, this is your answer. You've been pleading for peace, this is your moment. You've been wondering why the same battles keep cycling, it's because you haven't let me break the cycle. But I am ready. I am able. I am willing. Let me come into the places you've hidden from everyone else. Let me into the anger, the memories, the betrayal, the guilt. Let me into the dreams you gave up on and the ones you're too afraid to pursue. Nothing is off limits to me. I am not afraid of your questions. I am not shocked by your mistakes. I am not repelled by your weakness. I draw near still. You ask, why now? Because time is shorter than you know. Because the shaking that is coming to the earth will not spare what is unrooted. Because the storm is growing, and I do not want you swept away in it. I am trying to save you from what's ahead, a spiritual collapse that will consume all who are not grounded in me. But you, my child, were not made to fall. You were made to stand. But to stand, you must surrender. Not out of fear, but out of love. My love for you is stronger than death. It is fiercer than the flames that tried to destroy you. It is louder than the voices that said you would never change. It is deeper than the wounds others caused you. I have loved you through every season, and I still do. This is the hour to sever ties with what's draining you. Stop making excuses for the habits that keep you bound. Stop covering for the relationships that pull you further from me. Stop pretending to be okay when your soul is bleeding. I did not make you to live half alive. I did not create you to survive. I created you to thrive, to overcome, to rise. But you cannot rise if you are still chained. Let me break the chains. Let me remove the guilt. Let me lift the shame. Let me silence the voice that says you're not enough. I see your heart aching to believe again. I see the tears you hide from others. I see the strength you use just to get through the day. But I am not asking you to do it alone anymore. I want to carry you. I want to walk with you. I want to hold your hand and take you where your own strength could never go. There are things ahead of you that will require a new version of you, the version I always intended. The healed Virian. The bold Virian. The free Virian. I am not asking you to fix yourself first. I'm asking you to bring yourself fully broken pieces and all and let me do what only I can do. The voices of darkness want you silent. They want you paralyzed. They want you believing this is all there is. But I am shouting over the lies. I am trying to save you. I am lifting you up. I am dusting you off. I am placing my robe over your shoulders. You are royalty, not rubble. You are chosen, not cursed. The enemy has tried to isolate you, to make you think no one understands. But I do. I understand every wound, every cry, every longing you've never spoken. I am closer than the air you breathe. I am right here, waiting for your heart to open. Say my future is in God's hands if you trust Him with what's next. My beloved child, because your heart is still open and your spirit is still listening, I will not stop. I will continue pouring my words into your soul like rain over dry ground. I will keep calling your name until you rise from the ashes of everything the enemy tried to bury you under. You are not too far gone. You are not lost. I have never stopped knowing exactly where you are. And now, I am trying once more to save you. There are decisions before you now, some small, some great, but all of them matter. What you choose in this hour will determine the path ahead. That is why I am urging you to lean into me. There is a pull in your heart, a stirring that won't let you rest. That's my spirit awakening you to something more than what you've settled for, more than the cycle you've been stuck in. You have known pain. You have known betrayal. You have seen people walk away and promises shatter. You've been through battles that no one fully understands but me. And I wept with you. I stood with you. I carried you when your strength was gone. And I have preserved your life because your story is not finished. You were meant to rise. But listen carefully now. The darkness has not stopped. It is still at work. It is still coordinating with cunning and cruelty, attempting to remove you not just from a physical place, but from your influence, your impact, your joy, your purpose, your destiny, your home in me. They have met together, those who serve darkness. They are not confused about your calling. They are terrified of it. That is why the pressure increased. That is why hell has targeted your mind and your identity. Because they fear what will happen if you awaken. But I am greater than them all. And I do not fear. I do not hesitate. I do not sleep. I have placed my hand over your life, and I have drawn a line the enemy cannot cross unless you allow him through disobedience, distraction, or delay. That's why I am speaking now with such urgency. I'm not just trying to save your life, I'm trying to save your legacy. The choices you make now will echo into the lives of those around you and those who come after you. There are generations inside of you. There are songs yet to be sung, books yet to be written, people yet to be impacted by the fire I have placed in your spirit. But you must not hand it over. Do not trade your future for temporary comfort. Do not sell your birthright for fleeting pleasure. Do not silence your voice because of fear. I know the pull is strong. I know how heavy your heart has been. But I am here to lift it. I am not asking you to pretend to be strong, I am asking you to let me be your strength. Let me be your defender. Let me be your peace. Come out from the places you've been hiding. I already see you. I already know. And I still choose you. Do not be deceived by appearances. What looks like success without me will soon collapse. What appears beautiful on the outside may be rotting on the inside. But what I build in your life will last. It will not be shaken. Even if the whole earth trembles, those who are rooted in me will stand tall. I am the only unshakable foundation. Everything else is sinking sand. The world will offer you many things. Recognition, comfort, emperor escape. But only I can give you what your soul is truly starving for. Peace that doesn't depend on circumstances. Joy that flows in the middle of storms. Love that does not grow cold. Freedom that isn't tied to performance. I am not just trying to give you a better life, I am trying to give you real life. Abundant. Eternal. Pure. But the battle is real. You must open your eyes. You must not keep walking as if everything is fine when your spirit is suffocating. You must not numb yourself to what I am trying to heal. It's time to stop running. Stop pretending. Stop compromising. My child, I am trying to save you from a fall that you will not recover from unless you turn now. Not because I want to frighten you, but because I love you that deeply. And the time is shorter than you think. I have seen what they are preparing. I see the traps set in the coming days. There are conversations being planned even now to discredit you. There are alliances forming against you not just in the natural, but in the unseen realm. But I laugh at their plans, because I hold all power. If you stay with me, I will make their words fall to the ground. I will pose their traps to catch themselves. I will exalt you in due season. I will vindicate you openly. But if you walk away, if you keep flirting with compromise, if you keep listening to lies that soothe your wounds but poison your purpose, you will walk into their nets, not because I couldn't protect you, but because I cannot override the will I gave you. I want to save you, but I will not force you to be saved. You must choose. My beloved child, because your heart is still leaning in, because you have not turned away, I will continue. I will keep speaking. I will keep pouring. I will keep reaching because your life is precious to me. You are not an accident. You are not expendable. You are not forgotten. You are deeply known, profoundly loved, and urgently pursued by me. You wonder why it feels like everything is pressing in at once, why the pressure is intensifying, why the silence feels louder, why the path feels so narrow. It is not because you're failing. It is not because you're abandoned. It is because you are on the verge of crossing over into the very promise I've been preparing for you. And the closer you get, the harder the resistance becomes. But I say this with all the love in my heart. You must not give in. You must not settle. You must not shrink back. You must not compromise who I created you to be. Because I have not brought you this far just to leave you. I have not preserved you through all the fire just to let you be consumed now. I am trying to save you not only from what's attacking you, but from what you've allowed to live too long inside you. You've carried guilt as if it were part of your identity. You've walked with shame like it was a shadow that could never be shaken. You've heard the whispers telling you, you'll never change, you will never be free. You'll always be broken. None of that came from me. I don't speak to you through fear. I don't guide you with shame. I lead you with love. I draw you with mercy. And still I say I am trying to save you. Yes, they met together. Yes, they plotted. Yes, they are preparing to remove you from influence, from favor, from calling, from life itself. But I saw their gathering. I heard every whisper. I watched every motive. And while they were busy aligning with darkness, I was surrounding you with light. I have blocked attacks you never even saw. I have stopped accidents, diseases, breakdowns, betrayals that were supposed to destroy you. I intercepted pain. I delayed situations that would have derailed you. I redirected connections that looked like blessings but were traps in disguise. You thought I was punishing you. And oh, my child, I was protecting you. Do not mourn what I removed. Do not grieve what I blocked. Do not chase what I let go. What I take away, I take in mercy. What I give in love. What I delay in wisdom. You must learn to trust my heart even when you can't trace my hand. You think you've missed it. You think it's too late. You think you've disqualified yourself. But I speak now to that lie. No. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too far. You are right on time for my mercy. You are in the perfect place for a miracle. And I am still able to raise what you thought was dead. You don't have to fix everything. You don't have to pretend anymore. You don't have to be strong every moment. I'm strong enough for both of us. Let me carry what you were never meant to hold. Let me be your rest. Let me be your rescue. You are exhausted from trying to keep everything together. But I never asked you to hold it all. I only asked you to hold on to me. I will sustain you. I will restore you. I will rebuild you from the inside out. I am trying to save you from living a life you were never meant to live. I'm trying to save you from empty pursuits, from hollow victories, from relationships that drain your spirit and delay your calling. I'm trying to pull you out of the pit, Not just so you survive, but so you can soar. Video end this video. Let's pray together. Dear Jesus, here I am, quiet, still, and open before you. In the hush of this moment, beneath the sky you painted and among the trees you formed, I come to rest in your peace. I don't have perfect words, but I know you hear even the unspoken whispers of my heart. You see me just as I am, no masks, no striving. And still, you love me. I've been carrying more than I realize, Lord. Worries tucked deep inside, questions with no answers, hopes I barely dare to hold. But here, in the calm of your presence, I feel safe enough to lay it all down. The world may rush, but I don't need to keep up. You are not in a hurry with me. You are patient, gentle, kind. Thank you for moments like this where your nearness feels like sunlight on my skin, where your voice feels like the wind through the leaves. You remind me that I'm not alone. That even in silence, you are speaking. Even in waiting, you are working. Jesus, lead me softly. Show me how to walk with you at your pace. Help me trust that I don't have to figure it all out. I just have to stay close to you. Thank you for being my refuge, for holding me steady when I'm unsure, for loving me with a love that never lets go. I don't need all the answers. I just need you. And you, Lord, are enough. Amen. If your heart belongs to the Lord, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icon, so you never miss a single word of His love and guidance. Let's walk this journey of faith together. Amen.